Welcome back. We're here day 2 at the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships 2022. A fantastic day 1 yesterday with many fantastic performances and qualifications across the evening. And just looking at some of those highlights, Nikita Howarth, the 100-metre backstroke para multi-class, the absolute legend Nikita. She went faster in the final and came back to do a second qualification mark for the World Paras. Cameron Leslie in the 50-metre backstroke again went faster in the final. Eve Thomas, 800-metre freestyle, fantastic 800 metres there from her, under 8 minutes 30, finishing in 8:28 to reach that FINA A qualifying mark for the Worlds, and also the selection criteria for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. Helena Gasson, fantastic performance from her to come back to go faster than her heat, ducking under 2:13 to 2:12.13, just 1/100th of a second off the New Zealand record, and gaining that selection criteria for the Commonwealth Games. Of course, the New Zealand Olympic Committee selecting that final team for the Commonwealth Games. Lewis Clareburt, just 4 or 5 seconds off his fastest at the Tokyo Olympics. He did a 4:14 in the 400 metres individual medley. Great performance from him, really out on his own the whole way through. And he again will get that selection criteria for the Commonwealth Games. A battle in the 50-metre backstroke for the guys. Cameron Gray, his first National Open title, and just 3/100ths of a second off the New Zealand age group record, the long-time record held by Daniel Bell. So hopefully he'll collect that in the next few weeks and months. Shannon Murphy, also we missed last night, the New Zealand age group record in the S6 class for 50-metre backstroke. So well done to Shannon Murphy of Coast. We turn now to the heat session this morning for the men. And we start with the 400-metre freestyle. The battle will be in the middle lanes. It'll be Lewis Clareburt and Louis Clark. Louis Clark, of course, winning the men's 1500-metre freestyle last night. We move then to the 400-metre para multi-class, then to the 100-metre backstroke, where Cameron Gray will be back in action after his win last night. 100-metre breaststroke will see Josh Gilbert and Zahn Collins in the middle in the fastest heats. And we welcome 3-time Olympian veteran Dean Kent to the heats field this morning. Interesting to see how he goes with the huge amount of training he's done. And 100-metre breaststroke multi-class, Bailey Conlon, and it will be Jack Bugler, the specialist breaststrokers in the multi-class, trying to hit it out for a spot in the final. So I hope you enjoy the heat session this morning here at the Apollo Project's New Zealand Swimming Championships.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Well, not far away from the start of our first events this morning, event number 7, the men's 400-metre freestyle. And we'll welcome heat number 1 to pool deck now. And I'll also ask you to put your hands together to welcome to pool deck the technical officials for this morning's session. Introducing the referee for this morning's men's heat session, it is Carlene Gillespie from Northland. The starter for this morning's men's heats, Greg Forsyth from Wellington. Heat 1 of 2 of the men's 400 metres freestyle, event number 7 on the program. 6 swimmers in the field. Lane 2 from Neptune Swim Club, Curtis Malsop. Lane 3 from Tasman Swim Club, Oxford Bailey. Lane 4 from North Shore, Louis Clark. Lane 5 from Evolution Aquatics, Isaac Williams. Lane 6 from St Paul's Swim Club, Dominic Faulkner. And lane 7 from Wanaka Swim Club, Benjamin Silipo. So Louis Clark hopefully had a good rest overnight, a good warm down after that 1500 metre freestyle. He was just outside that Mare Nostrum qualifying mark of 15:36 last night. He ticked over 16-year-old, stepping up into the open event now. And just cruising down the last lap here, Louis Clark, conserving a little bit of energy tonight for the tough final. Louis Clark cruises in to win that heat, 4:06.38. Isaac Williams sneaking the second position there. That could get him in a good lane for the final. Curtis Malsop finishing third. Second and final heat of event 7, the men's 400 metre freestyle. In lane 2 from Coast Swimming Club, Lan Hamblin O. Lane 3 from United Swim Club, Chris Jiang. Lane 4 from Capital Swim Club, Lewis Clareburt. Lane 5 from Mount Maunganui, Gus Shivnan. Lane 6 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Iko Shibuya. And lane 7 from North Shore, Ivan Liu. So interesting to see the tactics of these swimmers in the heats here. But Lewis Clareburt certainly decided to take the first 100 out pretty quickly. Probably using this event just a little bit of a tactical practice, I guess, race practice. He goes through the first 100, 54.40. Already out by 3 or 4 body lengths. Lane 5, Gus Shivnan sitting in second place at the moment. One of New Zealand's most promising athletes, most accomplished athletes in the pool. Made us so proud last year at the Olympic Games. Still pushing very strongly through to the halfway mark. Lewis Clareburt in lane 4. Turns in 1:53.71. Still holding sub-30s on these 50s. that World Championship time, 3:48.15. Speaking with the high performance team at Swimming New Zealand earlier, quite simple in terms of the qualification for World Championships. You hit the FINA A time, you are in. And if you are born, males born 2001 or later, or females born 2002 or later, if they reach the FINA A plus 1% and no one else is qualified in the FINA A, they are considered for World Championships. Commonwealth Games, slightly different story. There is a qualifying mark which, if you meet the selection criteria for nomination to the NZOC for selection, or if you are top 6 in the Commonwealth or deemed top 6, you automatically are nominated to the NZOC as well. So quite a few of the swimmers have already met one of those two qualification standards. And Lewis Clareburt coming through to finish his final 50 of the 400-metre freestyle heats for men. Solid heat swim for Clareburt, 3:56.83. We move now to event number 105, the men's 400-metre freestyle para multi-class. In lane 3 from Te Arawa Swimming is Bailey Conlon. Lane 4 from Blenheim Swim Club, Jack Burglar. And lane 5 from Greendale Swim Club, Lance Dusto. All swimming in disability class S14. And we'll see these same 3 swimmers swimming in the final this evening, so it'll be interesting to see whether they give it absolutely everything this morning or wait for their final this evening. And you might think, is it necessary to have a heat with only 3 when the 3 are going to make the final? Well, they've got to complete the event without being disqualified to make it through to the final and have a chance at the title. Coming into finish now, Bailey Conlon, the 16-year-old, finishing well underneath his seed time of 5:14. He did 4:53.19, a New Zealand record that was held by Tama Soliota. To Bailey Conlon, well done. Great swims there. All of the swimmers swimming underneath their seed times. We'll be back after the break with the next event on the program. The men's 100-metre backstroke heats. Welcome back into the Apollo Projects Aotearoa Swimming Championships 2022. Next up, event 8, the men's 100-metre backstroke heats. There are 3 heats. This is heat 1. In lane 2 from North Shore, Howard Liu. Lane 3 from North Shore, McAllister Clark. Lane 4 from North Shore, Cooper Morley. Lane 5 from Waitakere Swim Club, Hunter Dobson. Lane 6 from Howick Pakaranga, Adrian Chong. Cooper Morley here in lane 4 looks to be giving it absolutely everything here in the heat. Coming through, leading by a mile here in the middle lane. Pushing it all the way through the final 10 metres. A seed time of 55.06. Looking for some of these qualifying marks. 56.64. Heat 2 of 3, the men's 100-metre backstroke. In lane 2 from United Swim Club, James Crosby. Lane 3 is Alex Esposito. Lane 4 from Pukekohe, Zach Dell. 5 from Capital Swim Club, Finn Harland. 6 from Coast Swimming Club, Tegan Farr. In lane 7 from Otaki Titans, Kokoro Frost. Zach Dell coming in strongly to finish Heat 2, 55.36. He goes under that Mare Nostrum qualifying mark. Finn Harlan just outside the New Zealand age group record. Final heat of the men's 100-metre backstroke in lane 2 from Coast Swimming Club, Jasper Cornish. 3 from Pukekohe Swim Club, Thomas Murray. 4 from North Shore, Cameron Gray. 5 from North Shore, Kane follows. 6 from North Shore, Gustav Kamper. And 7 from TBSS Central City is Bid Aitu. Kane follows, takes them through at the 50-metre mark by half a second. Cameron Gray did a very good turn there. He's come out almost in line, but follows, still leads. .55.49 for Cameron Gray, and Kane follows, just looking at that time. So Kane follows, wins in a sharp time of 54.86 underneath that Mare Nostrum time, as did Cameron Gray. We move now to event 9. The men's 100-metre breaststroke, but that'll be straight after this break.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Welcome back. Heat 1 of the men's 100-metre breaststroke. There are 2 heats in lane 1, Jacob Story, Mount Eden. 2, Leo Arrowsmith, United Swimming Club. 3, Dean Kent from Coast Swimming Club. 4, Zahn Collins from Coast Swimming Club. 5, Jane Slesser from Waitakere Swim Club. 6, Blair Helms from North Shore. 7, Boston Tordoff from St Paul's. And lane 8 from Aquablades, Oliver Dooley. And the 43-year-old Triple Olympian Dean Kent in lane 3 alongside Zahn Collins, lane 4. Let's see how he goes. Kent goes through 4th in 32.19. Zahn Collins out the front, 29.94 through the turn. Looking for those times in the breaststroke. Commonwealth Games set at 59.68, World Champs 59.75, Mare Nostrum at 101.84. And a good swim out here in lane 6 by Blair Helms of North Shore, the 20-year-old. But it'll be Zahn Collins that wins it in 104.10. And Blair Helms takes second to the wall, 104.98. James Slessor touches third. Second and final heat of the men's 100-metre breaststroke in lane 1 from United, Quinton Wong. 2 from North Shore, Harrison Cook. 3 from Vikings, Lachlan McKenzie. 4 from Evolution, Josh Gilbert. 5 from Pukekohe, Ben Masters. 6 from Pukekohe, Eli Litton. 7 from United, Jackson Kennard. And 8 from North Shore, Cooper Clegg. Needing to see some pretty smart times from these breaststrokers to get near these qualifying marks. Needing 101 for Mare Nostrum and under 1 minute for the World Champs Commonwealth Games. These swimmers in the 100-metre heats, you'd sure be giving it absolutely everything to try and get close to those marks. Josh Gilbert cruising to win Heat 2. And he'll finish 102.96. He'll take lane 4 this evening. Ben Masters just over 105. Lachlan McKenzie, no, it'll be Eli Litton that takes third place in that heat. And that concludes event number event 9, I should say. The next event up is event 106, the men's 100-metre breaststroke para multi-class, to finish this morning's men's heat session. In lane 3 from Parnell Swimming is James Hayden. Lane 4 from Te Arawa Swimming, Bailey Conlon. Lane 5 from Blenheim Swim Club, Jack Bugler. All swimming in disability class SB14, intellectual impairment. And for those that are unfamiliar with the classes in para swimming, there are 3 different types of classes, I guess. There is a physical impairment, physical disability, a sight impairment and an intellectual impairment, of which all intellectual impairments are in class S14. A sight impairment is in S11, and disability classes all the way from S4 through to S10. I should say S1 to S10. So Bailey Conlon has had a great championship so far. He got the New Zealand record in the previous event he took part in earlier this morning, the 400-metre freestyle, and just starting to fatigue a little bit in this final 10 metres, and it could be James Hayden that gets in front of him for this heat. Of course, they've got the final this evening. And that is the final heat of this morning's session for the men. Can I ask you to put your hands together to thank our technical officials as they leave pool deck. Thank you to our technical officials. We will see you shortly for the women's heats.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Well, what a good heat session this morning for the men's. I guess the highlights this morning, the New Zealand power and New Zealand record for Bailey Conlon in the 400-metre freestyle. Great swim by Bailey, and just seen he's got 2 swims in the final tonight. The 100-metre breaststroke, the 2 top swimmers, Zahn and Josh, vying for those lane 4 and 5 this morning. And lovely to see Dean Kent, 3-time Olympian, back suffering through a 108, which I must say, for being of similar age, a very, very good accomplishment at 108 for the 100-metre breaststroke with very little training. The 400-metre freestyle, Louis Clark and Lewis Clareburt, clearly just getting into the final tonight, lane 4 and 5. Lewis Clareburt, the top seed at 3:56. They'll obviously need to go a lot faster to get near those qualifying marks this evening. 100-metre backstroke, Kane follows, Zach Dell and Cameron Gray all going underneath that Mare Nostrum qualifying mark. Is the New Zealand record in threat tonight? We will see for the 100-metre backstroke. They're all swimming extremely well. So that is the men's heats this morning. Look forward to the women's heats starting at 20 minutes to 1 this afternoon. I hope you can join us, and thank you for watching.